Two men have received the longest prison sentences to date in connection with the violent riots that erupted in various parts of England and Northern Ireland after the Southport stabbings. David Wilkinson and John Honey were both sentenced for their involvement in the attacks that occurred in Hull on August 3. Wilkinson was given a 6-year prison term, while Honey received a sentence of 4 years and 8 months. The duo was part of a baying mob that targeted a vehicle occupied by 3 Romanian men. The mob encircled the car, attempting to drag the men out, leading to extensive damage to the vehicle, which sustained £1,500 worth of damage. Fearing for their safety, the men ultimately fled the scene and sought shelter in a nearby hotel. Hull Crown Court heard how Honey forcefully opened the passenger door of the car while one of the occupants tried to close it for protection. Wilkinson was seen damaging the car's windscreen during the incident. Both individuals also participated in an attack on a nearby garage, where 9 vehicles were damaged, and Wilkinson tried to ignite a bin on top of a pile of tires that were already ablaze, releasing thick black smoke through the workshop's shutters where people were taking refuge. Judge John Thackeray, KC, who oversaw the trial, referred to the events as 12 hours of racist, hate-fueled mob violence. He stressed that both Wilkinson and Honey aimed to create a significant risk of injury and conveyed his shock at viewing footage of the riots. Wilkinson admitted to charges of violent disorder, racially, religiously aggravated criminal damage, and attempted arson. Honey confessed to charges of violent disorder, racially aggravated criminal damage, and 3 instances of burglary at local businesses, including Lush, O2, and Shoe Zone. The sentencing of Wilkinson and Honey is part of a wider effort to crack down on those involved in the widespread unrest. Over 1,000 individuals have been arrested related to the disorder, with approximately 480 charged and at least 99 sentences delivered as cases continue to progress through the courts. Other offenders have also faced consequences for their involvement in the riots. Roger Haywood received a 2.5-year prison sentence for participating in the Blackpool riots. Haywood, labeled a leader and instigator of the violence, admitted to violent disorder and 2 counts of assaulting an emergency worker. Paul Williams, aged 45, was sentenced to 2 years and 2 months for his involvement in the Sunderland riots. Williams, who claimed he had no political agenda, was found to be at the forefront of the mindless destruction, violence, and disorder that unfolded in the city. Moreover, Stevie Mulreen and Charles Smith were sentenced for their roles in disturbances near Downing Street on July 31. Mulreen received a 16-month sentence, while Smith was handed a 23-week sentence. Both individuals engaged in violent altercations with police, with Mulreen making stabbing motions and leading offensive chants, while Smith adopted a fighting posture and hurled insults at the officers. In an unrelated case, Kieran Usher became the first adult to be charged with the more serious crime of riot, which carries a maximum prison term of 10 years. Usher did not enter a plea during his appearance at South Tyneside Magistrates Court concerning the unrest in Sunderland on August 2. A 15-year-old boy also became the first individual in England to face riot charges for his participation in the disturbances in Sunderland. In addition, Ashkan Karim was sentenced to 12 months in prison for his involvement in a clash in Darlington on August 5. Karim asserted that he was attempting to safeguard a mosque from an attack by racists, but the judge concluded that his actions were part of a group confrontation that inevitably escalated into violence. Further sentences for violent disorder have been imposed in cities including Bristol, Sheffield, Blackpool, Liverpool, and Plymouth, as authorities persist in addressing the repercussions of the widespread riots. Please like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below.